Well, COVID-19 also leaving the real estate market in a chokehold, with realtors grappling to keep both buyers and sellers at ease amid worrisome market changes. Providing more insight on that is real estate broker, appraiser, and director of Kiki Verakas Properties, Kim Kiki Verakas Stillett. Stillett, how's the market looking at this point?
This is one of those unique situations where everybody in the real estate transaction will be affected, from the buyer, the seller, the loan institution, the lawyer, title search companies. Everybody is going to be affected by this crisis. Mostly, I think our renters that may have lost jobs or may have gotten laid off because our big hotels had to shut down, just like everywhere else in the world, I think those persons would be mostly affected, most hard hit. And then it would be our landlord owners who also have to pay mortgages to the banks. I think those persons would be a little more hard hit than others in this time. However, from the press conferences that I see, I understand that the government and the loaning institutions are trying to put together policies to provide relief, which I think is going to be well needed and well received by all.
Okay, now, is there any benefit to being a buyer at this time?
Definitely. I think qualified buyers will find an opportunity in a market like this. Why? Because your buying power has just increased. So this is a time when qualified buyers are going to be finding opportunities, deals, and banks are pretty much going to be vying for your business at this point.
Has things ever really, though, been this bad for real estate in the country?
I would only compare it to the housing crisis in America in 2008. That definitely affected our economy and our second home buyers, our second home purchasers, so for the luxury real estate side of our market. And then historically, you'll have to go back to the Spanish flu in 1918. That would have been one of the times where the world globally was disrupted by something like a pandemic.
And the billion-dollar question here, what's your guess on how long it will take for the real estate market to bounce back?
I've heard a lot of experts say that we're looking at summer at least, and it may go on longer. So it all depends. But I don't think anyone truly knows how long something like this will go on. I just think that we need to stay positive. We need to have faith. We need to have hope, and we need to do things to strengthen our industries, which we still can do. We still can find a silver lining in a time like this for our real estate industries. I know this time is a great time to start to make sure that you have walkthrough videos of every house that you have on the market, that you make sure that your photos are all together. So even persons at home who cannot physically be out can see and get a feeling of what there is to offer them in the market, even if they aren't able to be there physically. There's a lot more video conferencing going on. I think a lot of people didn't even know the word Zoom a couple of weeks ago, and now everybody's on Zoom, from the churches to board meetings to community groups. So I think there's definitely positivity in what's happening right now. This has created us to be hungry, to be driven, to go there and be innovative and try to create something different, because we've been through crisis and we will get through crisis. But it's how we deal with it which is important.